The results for the forecast coming up.
They're going to be good for us. Today, though, it's going to be a hot one, just like yesterday. As we look at the almanac, we topped off at 89 degrees. That's 6 degrees above seasonal average and only 5 away from the record that was set back in 2001. Now, our overnight lows, again, if you remember just a few days ago, maybe about a week or so ago, these morning low temperatures were in the 50s. They were nice and cool, and boy, they have really come up. We only bottomed off at 71 yesterday. We're a little bit warmer this morning. No rainfall, of course, and we're still sitting at 45.41 inches. Just incredible amounts of rainfall this year. And there you have it. There is downtown Corpus Christi right now. Everything is fairly quiet, 74 degrees, some light, dense patchy fog, I should say, across the region. Southeasterly winds at about 5 miles per hour. And all across the board, temperatures are into the 70s. Notice out at the Naval Air Station, it's 79 there, but feeling like 83. Over in Beeville, 76. Robstown, 76 as well. And off over into the inland regions of Alice, about 75 degrees this morning. We continue to have a coastal flood advisory along the Gulf-facing beaches. One of them will expire at 5 o'clock in the morning, and then I should say 6 o'clock this morning, and then they'll be reissued again later on this afternoon. And so over the next couple of days, we're going to have these coastal flood advisories that are going to be in place, and that water is going to be reaching up towards the dunes. So you certainly want to use caution out there. As we look at the hour-by-hour forecast for today, it's going to be a hot one, folks. There's going to be a good mix of clouds and sun across the region. Notice by 11 o'clock, we're at 83 degrees, a light southeasterly wind, only 6 miles an hour. And throughout much of the afternoon, we'll see that east-southeasterly flow going around 7 to 14, and we'll be pushing the lower 90s in between these hours here as we look at the forecast highs. 90 here in Corpus Christi, and near 90 degrees out at the Naval Air Station, 84 off in Port Aransas, and our inland regions will be pushing the mid to lower 90s across the region as well. And I wouldn't be surprised one bit if we start to see some of those heat indices pushing those triple digits as well. Marine forecast for today, hot and muggy. The bays will be smooth. The seas 2 to 4 feet. The rip current risk is going to be low as well. As we take a look at that wind forecast, the winds are not bad today, but by tomorrow, those southeasterly winds will pick up around 15 to 25. We have a frontal boundary that will arrive on Wednesday. That's the time frame there that we have the transition day. Northwesterly winds at 15 to 25 and staying pretty breezy on Thursday as well. High tides will be later on this evening, with the exception of the Packard Channel at 5:42 this morning. Satellite radar composite shows a frontal boundary up to the north right now. This is not the front that will be impacting us. It's this big monster storm system over to the Pacific Northwest, and that's going to reinforce this front over here that's in North Texas. And as this pushes its way into the area, that's when we'll start to see our winds increase. But once the frontal boundary comes in as well, we'll start to see cooler and drier conditions. But by tomorrow, we'll see more clouds. We'll see some isolated showers and storms ahead of the front and along the frontal boundary. Once the front passes by, that sunny conditions, cooler and drier air will start to come in, and we'll see morning lows in the 50s and afternoon highs into the lower 80s. Paulo.
All right, shaping up to be a good Halloween.